That means we have one bout left. It's main event time at the Underground in Nashville, Tennessee.
Here we go.
It's,
Here we go.
it's Agoge Combative versus Nashville MMA. We saw it earlier in the card with Nashville MMA's Nick King defeating Agoge Combatives Quentin Sims, just to get the heat going between those two. Again, no pun intended, with the heat, Ronnie Lawrence. But we're ready for it. Nashville is ready for it. All of you watching with us, wherever you are, live on pay-per-view, you're ready for it. So let's set it up and bring it to you. Our main event in the lightweight division at 155 pounds here in Nashville. It's Logan Real Deal Neal from Agoge Combatives in Chattanooga, Tennessee. That is Torres Finney's camp. Logan Neal, 3-1 as a professional. Boy, he's got as tough a test as he has seen in his career. That's Charlie C4 Alexander, 6-3, the hometown boy from Nashville MMA,
Man,
right here in Nashville. These two went face to face. You can see some of the handiwork of Logan Neal letting the hands go. Logan Neal with a victories last time out over Jason Wolf. He's won 2 straight. He defeated Nathan Arriaga. He's been putting in the work in the gym. By getting that win over Jason Wolf, it set him up to be able to take this fight and be the opponent here in Nashville against Charlie C4 Alexander. Charlie also a victor over Nathan Arriaga. Both of these guys have fought a very deep an impressive list of fighters, including Charlie Alexander, who's fought, man, the best of the best and a number of guys on the big stage right now. Main event, Logan Neal, Charlie Alexander. We are ready for it. So let's take you to the cage here at Valor Underground. Here is Jeff Hobbs.
Ladies and gentlemen of Nashville, help me welcome to the cage, Logan Neal.
Logan Real Deal Neal from Agoge Combatives in Chattanooga. Man, what a camp. Torres Finney, Greg Hopkins, Carter Beekman, Andrew Sturdivant, go on and on. Blue belt, wrestling background, kickboxing fights, AFC 55-pound champion as an amateur. Torres Finney, break down the game of Logan Neal.
Oh, man. Yeah, you can say anything now. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can game plan.
I'm going to tell you, look, the game plan of Logan, the Real Deal Neal right now is to come in here and be who he is. Be creative. Be interested with his striking. Keeping the fight on the feet. Taking it to Charlie. He knows coming in here in Nashville, he's the so-called underdog. He's the guy that doesn't supposed to be the upset the guy. Logan understands this fight is so big for him. He went to Bellator and he lost to Habib. You know, he took that fight on 8 days' notice. Wasn't even training because of the COVID
That's
issues.
a tough fight.
Yeah, that's a really tough fight. Habib is phenomenal. I mean, the man's jiu-jitsu is on another level.
That's really tough.
And to take that fight on 8 days' notice to go in Bellator, he said, "I'm coming back." Ever since that loss, he has consistently stayed training. Beat a 3-1 Nathan Arriaga, knocked out Jason Wolf in 23 seconds. This man has come back and has got win after win, and now he understands if he gets this win here, after just signing with First Round Management, it can get him right back to that big-time level. And this time, he won't take it on a short notice. He'll get a full count.
Listen, tonight's not the night.
Logan Neal 7-4 as an amateur, 3-1 as a professional. And his opponent, obviously, man, the accomplishments of Charlie Alexander, who has been waiting for that call for the big stage. A victory over a really good Logan Neal tonight could be the ticket for Charlie Alexander. We'll get Ronnie's thoughts on C4 in just a second. Logan Neal's in the cage. Back to our man, Jeff.
Man, I'm ready to see this.
Alexander.
Hate watching my friends fight.
Nashville erupts for C4. Charlie Alexander won his last fight, had a canceled bout with June Browning, a controversial loss to David Robbins in 2019, unanimous decision. But man, he has been in there, victories over Keith Olson, lost to Damir Verhabegovic as an amateur, even fought UFC Scott Hot Sauce Holtzman, also defeated Jason Wolf as an amateur. Jordan Weeks, another victory for Charlie Alexander. Ronnie, break down Charlie's game.
I mean, Charlie's very strong, very explosive. I think he honestly has more power and better boxing than he shows, but he broke his hands in a few fights, and I think it messed with his mind a little bit. But I think he's making his way back to where he was at the end of the amateur career. He's got beautiful calf kicks. I mean, he's a tremendous man. I mean, he's a police officer. I mean, he trains the police academy in Nashville, Tennessee. He's one of my great friends, and while I'm in town right now, I'm staying at Charlie's house. I mean, I got to be biased on this one. I hope this goes as well as it can.
Well, a win could propel one of these guys to the national promotions that they want. Torres already mentioned that Logan has been in Bellator, lost to Aviv Ghazali via Kimura in the first round. Charlie Alexander has the skill set, the following, and the drive to be on that big level. All right, quick tail of the tape. Logan Neal, 28 years old. Charlie Alexander, 30.
To find out once and for all who really is the king of the underground. This is your main event, contested in the lightweight division, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Your first fighter, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 155.6 pounds. He has a professional record of 3 wins with just 1 loss. He represents Agoge Combatives out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is the real deal, Logan Neal. And his opponent, standing across the cage, he weighed in at 156 pounds. He has a professional record of 6 wins and 3 losses. He represents Nashville MMA. He represents the Nashville Police Department. And he represents Nashville, Tennessee. This is C for Charlie Alexander. Gentlemen, face that camera, bring it in the middle, and let's get it on.
Okay, guys, we know the rules beforehand. Make sure you protect yourself at all times. Let's follow my instructions. Any questions of the blue? From the red, touch him up. Let's go back to our corners.
Oh my God, I'm ready for this.
Logan Neal, 2 years younger than Charlie Alexander. Alexander 2 inches shorter than Logan Neal. Neal weighed in at 155.6, Alexander at 156. The pros did it right, on the money. Lightweight at 155, 3 5-minute rounds, and we are underway. David Ferguson,
Opening up, power kick.
our referee, Vince Ferrara, Ronnie Lawrence, Torres Finney, cage side here in Nashville. It's Valor Underground. Logan Neal was so locked in. Greg Hopkins, his teammate, was trying to scream at him and talk to him, give him last-minute instructions, and he was so focused on C4 on the other side of the cage. Didn't hear him.
People at home, I don't understand. I want y'all to understand the locked in, the intensity that is in here right now.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
level of
goodness.
nerves in this building. What's at stake?
The comfortability.
Charlie's playing defense right now.
Yes. They haven't thrown a single strike yet.
Logan is only throwing naked kicks though, for the most part. There we go.
Charlie's moving.
Yeah, he's definitely waiting it out.
But Charlie's legs, man, he is put together. He's got some tree trunks down there.
Yes.
Yeah, I've shot a few double legs under there. It's tough.
And we knew, and being a teammate of Logan, we knew Charlie was going to come in here with those calf kicks. He throws a lot of them. If anybody remember his last fight against Nathan Arriaga, he dropped Nathan Arriaga three times.
I mean, he dropped David Robbins with it a bunch of times.
That's right, David Robbins.
Forced him to switch to southpaw the rest of the fight.
That's right.
And lost the decision. I thought he won, by the way.
Oh, good body kick from Logan.
So what's Logan's game plan against C4?
I think Logan is doing his game plan, because Charlie does play it patient, but I am expecting to eventually see a shot out of Charlie eventually. I think Charlie is going to try to let his hands go. I think Charlie is going to show I can knock this guy out, but I think Logan is going to want to keep this on the feet. This is what Logan is comfortable at.
Already some redness in that lead leg of Logan Neal. Catch and return fire from C4. Another kick.
Oh, really good punch.
Ronnie, what are you seeing from C4?
And what's catching him off guard? Oh!
I'm seeing a probably takedown. I think Charlie was expecting Logan to come out hot, and he actually didn't come out as hot as I thought he would, but he was trying to blast that left body kick, which is a good idea. Mm-hmm. And honestly, he set up two good left hands before he got taken down just now.
Did.
I was getting worried over here.
The good thing about Logan, Logan came out and he did his game plan. He said he wanted to start this fight off southpaw. Logan can fight southpaw and orthodox.
He's doing a good job in it. It takes away the calf kick. Obviously, I can't give Charlie no advice on what else to do over here. So. Now, Charlie is very strong in this position, so if this continues to happen, it's going to be a long night for Logan.
This is, being in the camp, this is one of the main things we wanted Logan to, we prepared for this.
Started in this position, I'm sure, and worked up or attacked elbows, etc.
Getting off your back, constantly moving.
Nashville MMA 4-1 on the night. Man, Charlie Alexander gets to work with Michael Chandler, Alex Pagande. So many great fighters. Greatest blue belt is C4. C4 chant inside the underground here in Nashville. Oh, man, a lot of shots.
Lots of shots from Charlie on top. Lots of shots. That body lock.
If he keeps that body lock, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, he's not.
I mean, there's pros and cons of the body lock, but not for the rest of the round. Going back into the stand-up, though, stand-up southpaw is a really good way to throw the whole fight off.
Oh, good elbows from the bottom. The constant action by Charlie, is really good. It's not going to get stood up from that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a lot of action from Charlie. Really good action from Charlie.
Unfortunately, when you elbow somebody off your back, it's really good tactics, but it's also making it look the fight stays busy, so you won't get stand up as easy.
And I've heard some fighters say it's a reminder to the guy on top that he can still
Oh,
punch you
yeah,
again.
for sure.
A lot of energy exerted in this first round. Very active, nonstop.
See, I don't know how Logan's cardio is, but I know Charlie isn't using a ton of energy here.
Yeah. And Logan actually has, he has really good cardio.
Okay.
He's went the distance already with Arriaga. Oh, really good elbow by Charlie. He's starting to build onslaught. A few extra punches after the bell.
And Neal didn't like it.
Man.
And now pushed back from
a few
C4.
extra punches after the bell. And that was warranted. A few extra punches.
It was. Just probably should just, walk to your corner.
That is true.
He just gave him a chest bump. I would honestly, it would make more sense if he pushed him when he walked away instead of. I thought it was cool. It was an interesting little chest bump.
These. I'm gonna be honest. This is a rivalry between Charlie, not only between Logan, but between Greg. This has been an award to fight for a long time. And see now, Greg.
He's hot.
Greg is hot, and Greg has a long time rivalry with Charlie. These guys have been supposed to fight for a very long time.
Yeah.
But back to the
It
fight.
is loud in here, and I know Charlie really well. I don't think he would maliciously do it, but he could have been hyped up.
Yeah, that's true.
Just because I know him well, I want to throw that out there for everybody watching.
Yeah, and a really good work from Charlie right here. I mean, man, a constant.
The bell rings about right here.
Oh man, this building is on edge.
Yeah, it's hot in here.
Yeah, it's hot. Hopefully everybody
It's
calms
hot
down.
in here.
Every time Charlie fights, there's a riot in the crowd.
It's hot
Remember
in
when
here,
he fought
boy.
Robbins? It was
Oh, my
it was hostile in there.
It's hostile in here, boy.
And we'll see if emotion puts someone in a bad position here in this second round. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds, main event, Valor Underground in Nashville.
We were watching the replay, but we were focused on what happened before.
Oh!
Those left hands he hit didn't really land as clean as they might have looked.
Logan is starting to put the offense.
He's doing a really good job, but he is coming up a little short. But he's doing a great job of staying active on the feet. That's a great way to fight.
Charlie being really smart on judging
Yeah.
distance.
Charlie's trying to be as technically sound as possible. I can tell already.
Alexander doesn't look like he is fighting emotionally right now.
Yeah.
That is actually a really good point.
He's not really smiling a lot. He's just there.
Yeah, Neal is. Neal is smiling and reacting to his punches.
Oh man, he stole a
Hey,
move.
he stole that from me. I do that.
He looked into the sky.
I do a little spin move when people go to kick me sometimes. I'm like, oh, what are you doing?
I will say you haven't seen Charlie throw his hands a lot. He is a bit a little.
Yeah,
bit
you're right.
Oh, straight down the middle from Logan Neal. Good left hand.
Man, Logan needs to, after landing a shot like that, it would make sense to try to find something else, keep the momentum going.
This is where Logan wants to keep it, though. He has to keep it on the feet. Logan is starting to see those calf kicks from a mile away now, but being in that southpaw stance is helping him.
Boy, the activity is definitely in Neal's favor. Alexander is really defending well, but Alexander's not very active throwing back. Now he flurries there, but
Which is weird because Charlie's staying in range.
Nice calf kick from Charlie Alexander. Really solid.
One thing he has done is consistently thrown that kick.
wow.
Yeah. Oh, the constant pressure from Logan is really good, though.
Yeah,
Good fake on the takedown.
I think Charlie's just looking to counter here. He landed a little hook right there a second ago. He needs more of that.
Midway point of round number 2.
You know, to be honest with you, active as Logan is, I'm surprised he hasn't landed more. He's been setting up some good strikes.
Yeah.
Charlie's really defending well, bailing, keeping out of range.
Good teeth. Good teeth from both sides. He's throwing those calf kicks a lot, though.
Yeah, he
oh,
is.
good hook from Logan. Oh, good jab from Logan.
I think Logan's trying to bait him.
I'm going to tell you this. Oh! I think Logan is more successful. And, really good jab from Logan. Oh, good right from Logan. Really good right, overhand right from Logan Neal. I will say I think Logan is more successful in the orthodox stance than he was striking in the southpaw.
I think it was more uncomfortable, but for sure.
Big
Wow.
play.
What
was
a
nice.
takedown from Charlie Alexander.
That's the way to steal the freaking round, I'm telling you.
Yeah, he started eating some shots,
Yeah.
and he changed the game.
He did.
After winning so much on the feet from, after really looking good on the feet
The
from Logan.
problem is he's winning, but I don't know if it was like to the point to where a takedown might not steal the round.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
Because he was honestly really starting to flow there.
And
Look at the inside of his leg, though. Oh, that's gonna hurt tomorrow, man.
And the action that Charlie is giving right now on top
Makes it look like he's winning.
is making it looking exactly. It's a lot of action going on.
Yeah, if he can get something very significant from this ground and pound position, he might be able to swing the round to him. Charlie Chant in the underground.
Charlie definitely didn't eat anything that hurt him, in that round.
Right.
But I would say he definitely lost the stand-up portion.
And again, how will the judges view it? The top time versus the striking. Nothing was devastating from Neal, even if there was a little bit more volume. So everybody's going to view it a little bit differently.
You know, as good as he did on the feet, I don't know why he's not trying to work back up and get back to what he was
got to
doing.
get his back to the cage.
He's down there laughing and making jokes, which I'm all for because fighting's fun, but he needs to get up.
He got to get his back to the cage.
He doesn't look like he's trying to get up.
And he has the ability to sub you too, but it doesn't look like he's even.
If Charlie
trying.
comes out in the next round and takes him down early and sits there the whole round, like that
Charlie
could be
wins
the fight.
Yeah, Charlie wins the fight.
Wow. So how would you guys score that second round?
I mean,
I think it's 50-50.
He is right on that. The fact that if Logan, I give Logan a slight edge on winning on the feet.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I will say that that takedown with around how much, like I think it was around like a minute and 30 left.
Mm-hmm.
See, those are some really good flurries. He landed a lot on the feet, depending on what the judges see.
Right.
Because if 1 minute and 30 seconds of a takedown, being on the ground the whole time, is better than, you know. And the stand-up was pretty
And I
even.
mean, it was
wasn't-
earlier in the round, but he
Yes.
did eat some really hard inside leg kicks that looked
Yes,
like they
he
did
did.
some damage on Charlie. So
That's true.
it really does come down to the judge. If obviously I'm
Really good take.
I'm his teammate, so I'm like hoping he won that round right there.
That makes sense, yeah.
So
But I could see it being 50-50 there, depending on if you like striking, if you like wrestling. And
Yeah.
it depends on what they remember. Do they remember the calf kicks? Do they remember, you know, the jabs that Logan was landing? Do they remember the takedown at the end?
they shake hands, show respect.
You know, I'm really digging Logan's attitude. He's not really being rude. He's just having fun.
Yeah. He is. He's enjoying this moment.
And I can't hate on that even though he's fighting my boy.
Yeah. Oh, really good jab.
Fast start to round number 3 in our main event here at Valor Underground in Nashville. Live on pay-per-view. Vince Ferrara, Roddy Larson, the UFC, and Torres Finney, the
Oh,
Valor
good
light
jab.
heavyweight champ.
Oh, good combo. Didn't land much. Oh!
I'm surprised Charlie's blocked all these shots. He's starting to get creative.
Yeah.
Do you want to see C4 more offensive in this round, Ronnie?
I wouldn't mind seeing him try to land some power shots because Charlie hits hard. I don't know if it's a broken hand issue or if he's just okay with winning this decision.
Boy, Logan,
I mean, because what Logan's doing is isn't the worst idea right here, but now he's going to kind of losing. He ate a lot of those jabs.
Logan is he's in the mode now.
No, he is.
He's in the mode now. He's trying to get Charlie to engage.
No,
in
he
that.
is.
Charlie's been really disciplined right now, but that's
Oh!
what a right by Logan.
And Neal
Oh, he's starting to get a combination going. Oh, another good jab from Logan. Logan is starting to get the pressure on. He's starting to get the pressure on. This is the Logan that wants to fight. He's coming in. He knew the takedown was coming.
Nah, he's going. I think he's going down.
Really good shot. See, when things get hectic like that, that's
He's
really
got-
good
yeah.
by Charlie. That's really good by Charlie in that essence.
And
Go ahead, Ronnie.
I mean, right now, if the fight stays here, in the criteria of fighting, you're usually the guy who's going to win. If the fight finishes here, I would
The
assume
guy on top.
that would just be what I think's probably going to happen.
Well, Logan's got to show more urgency than he did the previous 2 rounds when he was taken down.
And honestly, Charlie should have shot earlier. I think.
But that was more significant strikes in this round
Yeah, it was.
than in the second round. So you maybe got to weigh it differently if it does ride out that way. But Neal can't be happy with this, and you can see him trying to shrimp out a little bit more.
This is so intense, man. I can't tell you.
Man, just absolutely.
Oh, that was a really close for a triangle attempt. Really
Yeah,
close.
Charlie controlled that ankle. If that ankle slipped out, that was going to be tough. But Charlie's good.
Charlie's really good. Yeah.
2 minutes left.
Logan with a little wave at the camera.
Yeah, I don't think Neal can ride this out.
I mean, unless he just gets like a David Robbins treatment, I think he's won this round if he stays here.
Man, it's just if we get a judges' scorecards again, somebody's
Remove
going to
the
be
half
really
guard.
upset again.
I mean, because I'm a David Robbins. I like him, but
Yeah.
his face when his hand got raised was an utter shock.
Right.
You know,
Oh, he's getting side control. Charlie is starting to move up. Charlie's looking for the finish.
as of right now, I think he stole the round.
Oh man,
Really good knees to
Him
the body.
passing totally changes the perception of if he stayed in guard.
Yes.
Well, because he looks like he's trying to advance.
Yeah.
And he is rather than just riding it out.
Exactly. I was worried about if he stayed in guard. I just
Right.
glad he didn't.
1 minute, the finish line is in view in the horizon.
And, you know, and one of the keys to victory that I really saw for Charlie, and we also thought about it in the camp, was Charlie's wrestling. The biggest thing for Logan, he said, you got to get up. You got to keep moving.
Yeah.
You got to keep moving on bottom. We knew Charlie wrestling. We knew his top pressure.
In the first round, he did move, as in trying to throw elbows from the bottom and some strikes. It doesn't look like he's tried to get up. I don't know if it's if he thinks he can't.
Maybe he thinks that he landed enough significant strikes.
Maybe, but that's a ridiculous way to think.
Oh, he moves the mount.
Wow. You know Alexander wants to finish. He's got to rise up, though. Man, somebody is not going to be happy at the judges' scorecard.
Yeah, these fans are going to be upset.
Yeah. And we're going to go to the judges' scorecard.
I think it's 2 rounds to 1.
over.
That's what I think was going to happen.
Wow. I mean, what do you do with that scoring? It is going to be so different for everyone. Unbelievable.
Yeah, every fan of Logan's right now thinks he won.
Torres, take us through this replay here.
You know, like his supporters think he won.
Yeah, his supporters are going to be behind him. Yes, and Logan fought a really tough fight. We knew there was going to be a tough fight going in.
That was a good fight.
Really-
Logan impressed me.
Yes, Logan is really tough. He landed a really good right here.
Because I know how good Charlie is, and I know how hard Charlie is to hit, like in sparring, and he landed some good shots.
Yeah, and we knew that was going to be the key to victory for Alexander. I didn't think Charlie, as much as he talked about, you know, Logan not being controlled on the feet.
Yeah.
We didn't think he really wanted to stand on the feet too much with Logan, and we knew his key to victory was taking Logan down.
Well, how about both in the second and third round, how Alexander changed the game by being able to shoot in and get that takedown when he was eating some shots. More significant in the
Yeah,
third
he
round.
should have shot a little earlier, because every time he got him down, it stayed there from that point. I mean, if you have the wrestling, you need to use it.
Yeah.
Wow. So we're going to go to the judges' scorecards. We'll tell you our judges.
I think it's 2-1. Round 1 and 3, I think, went to Charlie. But I am nervous.
Oh, yeah, you never know. Justin Watson, Daniel Zimba, David Hudson tasked with trying to score this one. Will it go to Charlie C4 Alexander from
Yeah,
Nashville MMA?
Charlie's very unhappy with his performance. Look at his face.
Or will it be Logan Neal from Agoge Combatives? Man.
Really good fight. Really good
Yeah.
main event. This is what-
Charlie's hard on himself. He needs to be happy over there.
See Alex Pregande, who he's talking to, picked up a W earlier
You
tonight.
got to remember, Charlie has fought some tough guys.
Yeah.
David Robbins, now Logan Neal.
Yeah,
He's got
I
holes.
mean,
About the Bearcat,
the
right?
Bearcat, Demir. I mean,
Bosnian Barn Cat. Yeah.
Yep.
he don't fought some boys. It's like
Yeah.
it's just another one to add on the list. Really, really good performance.
He stayed nice and composed when Logan was really, really flowing, you know?
But Logan has also fought Keith Olson, the Jermel Strongman. They're both the Tanner Post, some good fighters that both of these guys
really good fighter.
have fought. All right, main event going to the judges' scorecard. Somebody's going to be ecstatic. Somebody's going to be upset. Who will it be?
Really
We go
good
to
from Logan.
Our guy to tell us our winner. Here's Jeff.
Ladies and gentlemen, these two men delivered. We go to your judges' scorecards. Your judges score this bout 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27.
That's got to be
All
Charlie.
for your winner by unanimous decision. And the undisputed king of the underground, C4 Charlie Alexander.
So both guys handling things well. So respect there. Sure, Logan Neal is disappointed. His camp probably pretty upset. Some debatable to some and how they view those rounds in terms of the scoring.
Logan had some really good moments. He really did.
Yeah. I was about to say, just
Yeah, I had to keep an eye on your boy too. I was like, man, don't go in there.
yeah.
And you mentioned Greg Hopkins, over by the corner. He's a guy that was supposed to fight C4, and they had some serious bad blood. That's still
All right,
a
ladies
potential
and
fight for
gentlemen,
the future.
That is, when Greg gets healthy, his potential drop to 155 will come, and him and Charlie Alexander is. Unless Charlie gets that call, you never know.
Right.
Because Greg is 5-1 right now, and if he gets that call, it's a big time call. But that will be probably one of the biggest fights in Valor.
All right, here's Jeff with Logan Neal before he talks to the winner of C4.
First off, I'd like to give a big hand for Charlie, man. He's a hell of an opponent. I'll put your hands together. Second off, thanks to all my family and friends that came out. I had a blast in here, win, lose, or draw. I learn every time. I'll be back.
Logan, I will say there was nobody on this card that was as pumped to fight in this building than you were. You loved every minute of the build-up. You came here a week early and just looked at this, and you said, Jeff, I love this. I love it. I love what you're doing, man. How was that whole experience?
It was awesome, man. I love this dirty, gritty place. It was a blast. Again, thank y'all for a hell of a time. And like I said, I'll be back.
We know you will, Logan Neal. Everybody, Logan Neal, give him a hand.
It's a tough record for how good he looked. Yeah.
If I could please
Yeah,
have
3-2. He's better now.
the Dirty Dirties, king of the underground.
There's Jeff with our winner.
You saw the ring and you wanted it. You said, Jeff, that's mine. I'm taking it home. I want it. What does it feel like for you right now? The last time you were in Nashville, it didn't go your way. You made some changes. I'm going to say your opponent watched that video, and he tried a lot of the same things that happened, and you tried to fix those things. So it was a chess match almost about what happened the last time you were in Nashville. But you did what you had to do. You got the W, and, man, it's got to feel good to get win number 7, does it not?
Feels good. It's a bittersweet feeling for me, though. I'm not happy at all with my performance. I got the win, but I definitely didn't perform like I wanted to, like I should have. That was way too close for me. I'm not happy about that whatsoever. I got some stuff I need to fix. I got a really good team behind me. I trust my coach 100%, my teammates 100%, my management, everybody behind me. I'm really sorry for my performance. I did win, but the last 2 times I fought in Nashville, just not happy with it. I worked really hard. I need to perform better than that. There's some things I did good. There's a lot of things I did bad. I'm not going to sleep great tonight or the next couple days, but I am happy I won. I am very happy that everybody came out to support me. And y'all know where I want to be. Y'all know that I'm going to put the work in to get there. I got to start performing in the cage.
Well, Charlie, Logan came up to me as soon as that fight was over, and he goes, man, he was strong. He was a lot stronger than what I thought. Were you surprised about anything?
Not surprised. I knew what Logan was going to bring. He's a great guy. He's a good fighter. I knew I was better than him. I hate to say it, no disrespect. I'm just better overall than that guy, and I knew that. He's a tough guy. I knew he was going to be tough. I knew it'd be hard to finish. But when it comes down to it, he's not there skill-wise yet. But I definitely think he'll have a good future. And much respect to Logan and his team. But like I said, there's levels to this. I showed that tonight. We fight 5 times, I win 5 times. So, like I said, not trying to rile y'all up or anything, but there's levels to this, like I've been saying.
All right, Charlie, it was a much-deserved win. Go celebrate with your team. Go celebrate with Nashville MMA. Go celebrate with your manager, guys. Go have a few beers and have a great night. Ladies and gentlemen, thank every single one of you that came out here tonight and supported this show, supported these fighters, supported Taylor Hood in his endeavors. We thank you. We love you. Everybody have a safe trip home.
Great job. Well wrapped up by Jeff Hobbs. Big part of putting this together here tonight.